Great to see you again, Andrew. You're looking well.
Yeah, thanks, Darren.
Looking really good. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, not as
You had a good week?
not as hectic. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a lot more energy and everything.
Yeah, I'm not as drained.
Great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good extra bonus.
Mm.
And you managed to go back to the counselling and
Yeah,
saw
no.
Jason again.
Yeah, they're that's good. I feel a bit more positive about that.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I had a word to him. I called him up and spoke to him through the week, and he said to me he's giving him some exercise, and I told him about the urge surfing and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do his job, but just kind of making little sort of things that we can help as well.
Yeah.
So I sent you the email with all those links. Did you
Yeah,
manage
I
to
checked them out.
have a go at that?
Yeah. Well, I'm having a go, so.
Yeah, it's good.
The long one's a bit long. I can't pay attention, but the short one's.
That's all right.
The short one's good.
That's okay. We find the mind wanders off, but that's what the mind does.
Yeah.
It thinks.
It's sitting hard to sit still, but
It thinks, but yeah.
I'm
That's why I find it really good to do more of a led meditation with someone talking.
Yeah.
A little bit more distracting to going, sitting there, working out what I'm having for dinner and what I'm going to buy at the shops.
And my head does the wandering all on its own.
Yeah. Planning.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It goes on sort of planning what's happening next. Oh, that's really good. And how often did you manage to do the meditation and the surfing?
The days I'm not picking up, I'm not using, I can do it. So I'm not using as often.
That's really good. So from when we started to 3 weeks later, what's your usage like now?
Yeah, I'm still using, but it's I don't know.
Reducing.
Yeah, so it's not every day. Certainly not every day.
Right.
And
that's a big difference.
Yeah, no, it's better.
Noticing a little bit more money in the bank now as well.
Money, and the energy's different.
Yeah, that's
My
great.
energy's different.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You're starting to look like a different person already in three weeks.
Oh.
So imagine how much better that's going to get. You keep going like this.
Yeah.
You're doing really well.
I still have my moments where I'm feeling, less than, but it's shifting. I can feel it. It's shifting.
So what are those moments?
The moments that I'm less than, or
when you feel it. When do you feel that?
Yeah, look, I guess it's just after I'm using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that sounds like you're feeling some sort of a regret.
Yeah, guilt.
Remorse, guilt.
Yeah. Because there's a few days there where I am, good. I can eat and I can just, do normal or whatever normal is. Do that.
Mm-hmm. So what does guilt feel like to you? What makes you?
It's shame. Yeah, shame that you're, hopeless junkie.
Oh, okay. That's just how you feel?
Yeah.
That's the story that that we tell ourselves that we have to be careful of.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's not every day now.
Yeah.
But it's bad when it's bad.
Yeah. And it's easy to say to stop those feelings, to stop using.
Yeah.
You won't feel it anymore, but that understanding that those feelings of guilt and shame, they come from somewhere as well. It's kind of like there's a point in our lives where that works for us, how we're feeling. We're beating ourselves up, and it's come from somewhere. It doesn't just come out of the blue. And hopefully, through the work that you do with Jason, that you can unpack all that, and just realising that that's just that their thoughts too. A feeling of guilt, a feeling of shame, feelings of thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's something that we've created in our head that's not been given to us by somebody else. Somebody can't make us feel guilty, shameful, or remorseful. It's just something that we do ourselves. So that's, when I talk about the unhooking of understanding what those thoughts are, where they come from now. So now we're sort of getting a little bit more time here. You can starting to see, not just noticing, oh, I'm just thinking that, but starting to go, well, how does it feel?
Yeah.
What am I doing in that situation?
I'm not there,
What's
but
bringing that on?
I'm not. But I notice I'm seeing that I'm thinking, yeah, and struggling to shift it. But it's you know, it's I'm noticing that I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's like I'm sure that, you know, one of the tools that they'll go through, that Jason will go through this with you, is the stages of change. You know, there's that contemplation stage, which you're already at. It's noticing that, you know, this is not working for me how I am. I need to change. You know, that's before that when you kind of don't know what's going on, but, you know, things are going crazy, but you're starting to contemplate. That's a part of change. You know, and think of change as like a spiral. As we start to, you know, before we get action, we have to go through contemplation. We have to think about it before we sort of apply, you know, what we're sort of learning through here as part of the action to get to the point where we're going to change. You know, and sometimes we fall off that spiral at any point, but we don't go back down to the bottom. You know, we can stop off here and go back to action. We don't even have to go back to contemplation, you know, because we've already done that. And so, you know, if we are doing things that we are not happy with, we're feeling that, you know, it's too hard, we just go back to that action plan. We don't have to go back to now contemplating it. So we've already done that. And so it's kind of, it's moving forward through a spiral. It's not, you know, it's not like an out and back. It's not like we sort of fall down and we start again. And so we're already sort of making those sort of moments of change. Is that making sense?
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do it again, you know?
Yeah.
Just do it again.
It's cool. You just get up and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That's great. And you're still sticking with the how's the edge surfing?
Yeah, that's you know, when I use, obviously, I'm, you know, I get to the top of it and I can't say no. You know, some days I can't say no.
Yeah.
It's too powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting with that stuff's hard, but it's what, you know. I'm trying.
Yeah. Have you ever heard that expression before, that you don't have to ride the elevator all the way down to the basement?
Yeah.
You can get off at any floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Some days I get off. Yeah.
Stop.
Some days it crashes on the bottom.
You can stop that at any point. You don't have to go all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that when you have that feeling about, well, it's too late now, I'm gonna use. It's never too late to press that button. It's never too late.
Yeah.
And so when you say to myself, well, it's too late now, I'm gonna use. You know, that's a thought. You know, that's all that is, a thought. It's not too late. You know, and you are in contemplation because you are catching that thought. Yeah,
some days I can talk it down.
It's great.
But you know, some days it's too hot, you know, or something's happened and you know, I'm just gonna fuck it.
Yeah. I understand that. You know, just but you know, that knowing, and then when you're saying that, well, it's too late now. You know, if you sort of unpack that a little bit, where that's coming from, where that thought's coming from, you think that's linked to the I'm hopeless?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't give a shit then.
So once we start to unhook those thoughts of I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I'm hopeless. You know, once we have that sort of thought that you can actually do that, that's when you know you can stop at that point.
Yeah.
It's not too late. You understand? It's just, you know, just you can say that a bit. You know, it's something that we're going to work on over a period of time, and going to be more explored with Jason about the tools, you know, to use. And we've just done a few of those in these sessions with just urge surfing and just understanding that, you know, we're not trying to get rid of feelings at all. We're acknowledging them and they're just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
We've always got a choice.
Yeah.
You know, it makes things a lot more easier when you understand that you do have choices.
Yeah.
You know, because then you choose.
Yeah. Some days it feels like it's just a thought, and other days it's just bashing me around the head.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying now.
It's good.
You know.
So being this is our third session today, so you know, I'm starting to think back and how are you feeling about everything now?
Well, I feel like
Compared to when
I'm not embarrassed anymore. It feels like I'm doing something.
That's great.
Something positive.
Yeah.
You know.
That's really good.
I'm not clean, but I'm trying.
Yeah. You're getting closer to those goals.
Yeah.
Is being clean a goal? Can we put that down as well?
I can't do this anymore, Darren. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, it's got to be a goal.
It is a goal. Yeah, you want to be clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do this anymore.
Yeah. And you know, you've done a lot of steps towards getting to that goal of being clean. You know, so this is all what it's about. You know, and your commitment to this about, you know, coming here, going to see Jason as well, and you're doing the recordings, you're doing the urge surfing to help with your cravings. You know, these are all really good positive steps of moving forward towards that goal of being clean. And so once you're there, imagining, you know, all the other things that are possibilities that are going to come back. You know, going back to work. You know, one day you'll be ready to go back to work. You know, imagine how good that's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, that's another goal of getting clean and getting back to work. You know, imagining you're that person that can, you know, that's the person that you want to be. And what about the meetings? You managed to go with the homework. Do you remember the homework we gave you on the meetings?
Yeah, I get there a bit early and it's uncomfortable, and I hang around and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they come and a few blokes come and talk to me, you know.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good. And you see the same people at the meeting that you go to?
Yeah, and I think that's becoming a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
You know. But hanging around is hard.
Yeah, got anyone's number? Someone's giving you their number?
Yeah, one bloke was pretty insistent, and
fantastic.
What's
his name?
Frank.
Frank.
And I just didn't resist.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, feels odd, but I didn't resist. You know, and
that's okay. Okay. Feel the oddness of it.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel odd. That's normal.
Yeah. No, he sounds. You know, like he's got a handle on himself, you know, and he you know, it's strange, but when people just come up,
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and now that you know when you're feeling that things are getting awkward, you know, or things are just you've got friends like even if you find it hard to call, just send them a text.
Yeah, I haven't done that, but yeah.
Just to reach out, and just start by sort of breaking that ice by making it, you know, just say, hey Frank, it's Andrew, just want to say hi.
Alright.
See how that goes.
Are you making that homework?
See how that feels. Well, you know, this is just work that one's going to be. You know, having people to contact.
Yeah.
You know, starting to sort of broaden that sort of, you know.
Yeah.
And these are people that are doing the same thing as you, are trying to, you know, improve their life and you know, stop using drugs. And so they're the kind of people now that you want to hang out with, and sort of replacing your people, you know, your friends that you've been using with, which is triggering, to now getting people that are more positive in your life. Aligning your values with people that have similar values.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
With jobs and everything.
It's awkward. I'm socially awkward at the best of times, but you know.
Yeah. So, are you happy with the way things are going now?
Well, it's.
You know that we've sort of we now have you in treatment.
I got some direction, yeah.
We now got you in treatment.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's good that you need a little bit of direction. Now, is there anything else that you feel that I could have done to help you?
No, you've been good, man. You've directed me and you helped me with some homework and you know you've no. Yeah. And it feels like you understand where I'm at, you know.
Right, that's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's good feedback. Thank you. Yeah. So and this is our last session today. But I'm still available. You know, if you feel like you need to come and see me, you know, you can call. You've got the number.
Yeah.
Send me an email, and even just send me an email and let me know how you're going. You know, if Jason wants to ask me anything else, you know, I'll see whenever I let him know that we've done with our 3 sessions today.
Yeah.
But I'm here to help you with anything else that you need help with in the future, or just to see how you're going. You want to come back in, you know, I'll even reach out, see how you're going, and you know, if you're feeling that, you know, there's anything that you need to talk to anybody about, please talk to me.
Sure. Thanks.
You know, feel free that you can call, and if things get really bad, there's always Lifeline. You know, just give them a call. And even through the Stimulant Treatment Program, they have a 24-hour phone line as well.
Yeah, they told me that.
Website.
Yeah.
You know, and qualified counsellors are on that line. You can call them at any time and talk to somebody. And so that could even be a thing that if you're thinking about picking up and you don't want to, get on the phone.
Thanks, Dan.
And call somebody. You know, and calling Frank, you know, and you can call me as well. You know, so I think you're doing really well. You're taking some really positive steps. And let's have a look at what you've done now. You know, in the 3 weeks that you've been coming is huge. So you're even going to the meeting. So now you're going a little bit earlier and a little bit later, and giving people's phone numbers. Next, you'll have a service role. You'll be running the thing. Yeah, I've heard them talk about that, having a service position.
Yeah, service keeps you.
Somebody will ask you, sitting around long enough. Somebody will ask you, you know, just getting more involved. And these are the things that are, you know, that are known to help. Many years that's been going on. And so, you know, that's a big step forward. You know, you've stayed committed to everything. You're still doing the meetings. So now you've increased the time, and now you're sort of being more visible. So less isolating. Huge. So you've come in here. You've kept your appointments. You've taken all my advice. To me, that's amazing. That doesn't always happen. You're a good student. You're sticking with the urge surfing. Your appointments with Jason, you've made that connection now, and you've got ongoing appointments with him. You see him weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And you know, and he can sort of help you work through all these things, and sort of, you know, over anything, you're using less drugs than you were when you first came here.
Yeah, definitely.
So
thanks for framing it up like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, that's good. You really need to sort of look at that and, you know, and be proud of yourself, and you know, and starting to be more conscious of those negative thoughts that we have. You know, identifying that just as a thought. You know, ask yourself. Now you're getting a bit more experience of it. Starting to, when you notice them, ask yourself, is this true? Is this thought true? Do I have evidence to prove this?
Mm.
And see what comes up, and see how that feels. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So that's enough today. So yeah, thanks so much. I really enjoyed getting to know you, and I'm really impressed with your progress. As I said, I'll touch base with you and see how you're going, and you know, and I'll just let Jason know that this is our 3 sessions are finished, but I'm still here and open to, you know, to chat to you about anything or talk to him about anything he needs to discuss to help you more.
Thanks, Dan. You're a good man.
Thank you, and you too. Thanks, Andrew.